Maya.
Oh, hey, Doc. I didn't notice you there.
I see. Come get yourself something to eat.
Thanks.
How have you been?
Day by day still. I finally got a chance to go visit my mother's grave alone. You're right. It wasn't so bad after all once I focused on my breathing. I miss her so much.
Absolutely. Day by day. I lost my mother over 10 years ago, and while it's gotten easier to manage, I still do miss her, and I think of her often. But that's great though, Maya. Keep taking it day by day.
I'm so glad to be back in person, though.
I'm glad as well. Now come get yourself something to eat.
Thanks, Doc.
Good evening, Doctor. This is my grandson, Joshua.
Nice to meet you, Joshua. I'm Dr. Franklin. I know you must be busier than ever with deliveries.
You have no idea. So many people working from home or not wanting to get out in crowds. I'm making deliveries almost 12 hours a day.
And that's a blessing, since so many people have lost their jobs for COVID-19.
You're so right. And have you been taking care of yourself, Ms. Jenkins?
Yes, I'm so glad I have my grandson. He's really been helping me out since I lost my Ralph.
Yes, ma'am. Best things folks can do at times like this is be surrounded by people they love.
Oh, yes. These have been times like none I've ever seen. But I'm so glad I have my Joshua.
We're definitely here for each other, Grandma.
So wonderful and welcome. Joshua, if you could come with me, I have a few documents I would like to go over for our first-time guests.
Oh, go on, baby. I'm going to go ahead and make my way over to the refreshments. Hey, legend. How you doing, baby?
Hey, Miss Jenkins. Have you been taking care of yourself? You've been doing your mindfulness exercises like we talked about?
Child, all that hoo-hoo stuff ain't for me.
I know it's a lot now, Miss Jenkins. These are proven strategies I know personally. See, try this.
Ooh, I'll try that later. Thank you anyway, honey.
Mr. Williams, we haven't seen you in ages. We missed you.
Yeah, I've been good for the most part, but these past few weeks have been really rough, leading from the anniversary of the loss of the missus last year. But I can't believe it's been a year already. That COVID came in and took my wife so fast. I still can't believe it sometimes. I've been trying to keep myself busy, working extra shifts down at the factory, trying to stay up on top of everything during the pandemic.
I'm glad you've been staying busy, but it's also good to slow down. I'm glad you can make it today, Mr. Williams.
Is that Miss Jenkins over there? I'm glad I made it too.
Excuse me, sir. Do you work here?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Justine. A friend of mine recommended this group to me.
Well, you're in the right place. Nice to meet you, Justine.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, too.
And you're just in time. I'm Dr. Franklin. And please come in and have a seat. And welcome. Well, hello, everyone. It is good to see so many familiar faces and some new ones as well. This pandemic has been a very trying time for all of us. So much of the world has experienced loss like never before. Where do we begin?
I don't know where to begin. About a month ago, I lost my dad. I am well. I was a daddy's girl. He was all I had. I don't know what to do.
It's completely normal to have feelings of despair after losing a loved one.
I just didn't think it would hurt this bad. I need help.
You're in the right place. Just like Dr. Franklin said, it's different for all of us.
How are you able to stay so strong?
For me, it's my faith, and I believe in God. I pray and I lean to my higher power. It wasn't always this easy, but it has helped me through these years.
Thank you for sharing that, legend. And he's right. It's not always easy, and it might be harder than ever during this pandemic. And thank you too, Justine.
For what?
It takes a lot for a person to be vulnerable enough to share what they are truly feeling. And again, loss looks very different during the pandemic. What are some other things people do to stay well? Ms. Jenkins.
Where do I begin?
At the beginning?
Well, my bills have gone up. My money gone down. My weight has gone up. My patience have gone down. My anxiety has gone up. And my motivation has gone down.
Well, I guess you can say life is full of ups and downs.
I guess you're right.
And Mr. Williams, what have you been doing to stay well?
See, I talk to people I like, and I like myself. And that's that on that. Ain't that right, Doc?
I guess you can say that, Mr. Williams. And what about you, Maya? Who do you talk to?
Cardi B, all Cardi B. My music helps me a lot. My music helps me to remember. My music helps me to manage. My music holds a lot of emotion in it.
Beautiful, Maya. And Justine, are any of these helping so far?
They are.
Wonderful. We've all shared some great ways to manage during a time of loss of a loved one, especially during COVID-19. Fear has been a real major part of many folks' experience during these times. This is why connecting to wellness practices is very important.
I like the Cardi B suggestion.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm more of a Nicki Minaj man myself.
Now that's the best thing you said all day.
It looks like a 2 against 2, you know what that means.
Let's get it then.
Yes, Ersky.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but what do folks say?
Let's go.
Oh, yes, I like this here. I know you're not going to let old man outdance you.
I didn't know this is what support groups are actually like.
Sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves is to connect. Are you going to join?
Well,
Come on, girl, let's dance. And you too, Dot.
Who's the extra chair for?
Every meeting, we always keep an empty chair to remember and hold space for those loved ones we lost.
Tonight, because you're our special guest, this chair is for our other special guest, your father. Tonight, we celebrate him.
Yes, let's celebrate him. He would have loved that. Yes, he would really like that, to celebrate him.
And to all of us who hold someone special that we lost, we celebrate.